The butterfly effect is usually described in weather systems. A butterfly flaps its wings in one place, and weeks later, a storm forms somewhere else because that tiny disturbance nudged an unstable system onto a completely different path. The same principle applies to human life, only the wings are thoughts. A single thought is never just a thought. It is the starting condition for everything that follows. It shapes what you notice, how you feel in your body, the words you choose, the risks you take or avoid, and the way other people experience you. Those small shifts then become the new conditions for the next moment and the next. Over time, they compound into a different life. Consider what happens when the dominant thought is fear, scarcity, or "this always happens to me." Your attention narrows. You scan for confirmation of the threat or the disappointment. Your posture tightens, your voice flattens, your decisions become defensive. Other people feel the contraction and often respond in kind: less warmth, fewer openings, more friction. The day, the week, the year begins to match the original thought, not because the universe is punishing you, but because the thought quietly rewrote the rules of engagement with reality. The future that arrives feels inevitable, yet it was seeded in those first unnoticed choices of attention. Now reverse the initial condition. Suppose the thought that arises is simply, "What is possible here?" or "What can I give today?" or even just a quiet recognition of something that is still working. The same mechanism operates, only now the trajectory bends the other way. You notice an opportunity that was always present but previously invisible. Your body softens. You speak with a little more openness. You take one small, constructive action you would have skipped. Someone else receives that difference and passes it on, or returns it. The day begins to feel more alive, not because everything external changed, but because the filter through which you met it changed. That filter then becomes the new baseline. Tomorrow you start from a slightly higher platform. The week compounds. The year looks different. This is not mystical in the sense of bypassing cause and effect. It is cause and effect operating at the level where human beings actually live: perception, emotion, decision, relationship, and repeated action. The world you experience is not a fixed stage you walk across. It is a living interaction between what is out there and the consciousness that is meeting it. Change the quality of the meeting, and the experienced world changes with it. The power is available in any moment because the initial condition is always now. You do not need to rewrite your entire personality or force constant positivity. You only need to notice one thought that is pulling you into contraction and gently replace it with one that opens possibility. That single replacement is the flap of the wing. Everything downstream, your mood, your conversations, your choices, the responses you elicit, the doors that appear or disappear, reorganizes around the new starting point. Over years, this becomes unmistakable. People who consistently choose thoughts that expand rather than contract do not live in a different external world. They navigate the same unpredictable world with a different internal compass. They recover faster from setbacks because their baseline is not defined by the setback. They see and seize more opportunities because their attention is not busy defending against imagined disasters. They form relationships that reinforce the pattern rather than echo old wounds. The life that results looks like good luck or manifestation from the outside, but from the inside, it is simply the accumulated result of millions of small, chosen starting conditions. The same logic scales outward. When enough individuals make that inner shift, the collective field changes. Families, workplaces, and communities begin to operate from a different set of assumptions. The larger culture is not separate from these private choices. It is the sum of them. A thought held by one person can seem insignificant. The same quality of thought held by millions becomes the new weather system. You are not asked to pretend problems do not exist or to ignore real suffering. You are invited to recognize that within any set of circumstances, there remains a margin of choice about where you place your attention and what story you tell yourself about what is happening. That margin is small in any single moment and decisive over a lifetime. It is the place where the future is still being written. So the question is not whether a change of thought can alter your future. The question is which thought you will allow to become the new initial condition today. The storm or the clearing both begin with the same kind of flap. The only variable is the direction you choose to disturb the air.